What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Traveling. Okay, forget Traveling Eddie. He's just Eddie. But that's the name of the channel. Guarne. It's down there in the distance, the town, the urban part. All of this is Guarne here. And beyond that, it's Rio Negro and the Jose Maria Cordova Airport. And today we're going on a nice hike to El Morrón. El Morrón here in the countryside. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a long walk in a lot of nature and some storytelling in between. And to get up here, there are two ways you can come up to El Morrón. You can come from Copacabana. You got to go to Copacabana, which is north of Medellin. You take the metro if you're traveling here in Medellin, Colombia, or in Envigado, whatever, El Poblado. And you take the metro line all the way to the Niquia station, metro station, and then you take a bus from there to the town of Copacabana. It's about another 20 minute ride from the metro station there. And then you get out and then you just ask people, how do I go to El Morrón? The walk. And just learn some Spanish if you don't. Just ask those simple questions and they'll point you in the right direction. Most people are very nice. As long as they know, they'll let you know which way to go. And that's a very long hike, but very beautiful views. And you'll see when we get to the top what I'm talking about, as long as there's no fog or cloud cover at the top of the mountain. And the other form is coming up through the Medellin-Bogota highway from the north bus terminal in Medellin, taking the bus to Guarne, getting off right before the second pedestrian bridge, that is a yellow one. And then you can walk up the road right before that second yellow pedestrian bridge, walk up and start your hike from up there and come up all the way up, and then hang a left and you pass the Emmaus spiritual retreat center for the Emmaus, or whatever they call it, E-M-A-U-S people, with their religion thing, and you come walking this way and you walk towards a little school that we'll show you in a moment. Now this hike will take you approximately from the Medellin-Bogota highway where I told you to get off, and there's a sign down there that says El Morrón, and it's kind of like a U-turn off the highway if you're walking or coming by a vehicle, but there's nowhere to park. So don't bring a vehicle in case you got a rental. Just come up by public transport and come this way. The other way is through Copacabana, like I told you. And it'll take you a good hour, depending on your state of physical fitness, your condition, your physical conditioning, or an hour and a half max. And it's a good hike. Clean, fresh air, and then a beautiful view, as we will see in a little while. And Eva, or in Spanish Eva, she's from my dad's country house. She's one of my little doggy family members, and she's accompanying us for the hike. You'll know you're going in the right direction if you see the little signs that say Finca. That sign, this is Finca 72. We're going this way. Don't veer off the main road. If you're liking this so far and you love hiking, remember to give it a like down below. It gets out to more people like that. It helps us grow on YouTube. And leave comments down below along the way, whatever you want to ask or say. Now normally I would go up that way right there through the pine wood forest here, because it's very fresh and just nice to do a little meditation. And there's just some signs there that say take care of the forest and of the land, be ecological, and it's a nice way to go. But I'm not going to go up that way today because I need to show you where the school is, so you could go up that way. But you can go up this way, and there's a little pond up there, freshwater pond, and then you pass it, keep going straight up, and then hang a left when you get to the top. Right there's the sign that says Lago, lake, but it's not a lake, it's just a small pond. And they've been cutting all the pine wood forest, or pine trees around here down, which is not very cool, but hey, I can't do anything about it except Om Shanti 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 Om. So if you're even coming up on the Guarne town bus, if you want to go all the way to the township of Guarne, the urban part, take the little green microbus. They call them colectivos or micro colectivos. That takes you to La Pastorcita, the shepherd, the small shepherd. La Pastorcita. I'll leave it all in the description box below in case you want to take that. And when you're coming on the little microbus this way, you get off right here, because that's the school, the little rural school here, the little village school. But these are not villages like in Europe or whatever. These villages are very different. So it says right there, Morrón, that's where we're going. We're going right. And Escuela La Pastorcita, that's the name of the school, La Pastorcita. And Morrón is to the top of this particular mountain we're going to, this way. And you keep going. Keep going, and there's the rural school right over there. So right there you got the school, educational center, La Pastorcita. It's a small school, and I think they serve all the way to 7th or 8th grade or something like that. And you can guide yourself with that. This is the only school in this area, in this particular area. And we're going to continue onward. This is not private property. Even though these gates are here, you can go up. Everybody can go up and down. This is what they call Camino de Servidumbre. That means people who have properties up this way can transit up and down, so no problem. So we're starting to climb up. It's a good bit of exercise this way, but it's longer from Copacabana if you want to get more of a workout. Now, price-wise, if you're going to take a bus from the North Bus Terminal down in Medellin to all the way to Guarne, it's 4,500 Colombian pesos, and according to the exchange rate at that particular moment and today, it's like 4,100 for a US dollar. So you're looking like a buck, $1.10, just to get to the rural, to the town of Guarne. And then there you can take another smaller bus if you don't want to get lost and come up to that school as you showed you, La Pastorcita bus. And they have a schedule. They don't leave every 10 or 20 or 30 minutes. It's like every hour or so, hour and a half. I'll leave the message. I'll leave it in the description box, the schedule. As you see, somebody's coming up with their Toyota, oh no, their Nissan Pathfinder. And I hadn't given you the price for that. I'll leave everything in the description box. The price is 2,800 pesos. So just to get all the way up here, if you don't want to walk all the way from the highway, but you want to go all the way to town and spend a little more time and even get to know the town of Guarne a bit and do the hike as well, you're going to spend 4,555, about 7,200 pesos, less than $2 to get here and even get to see the town of Guarne. And at the end of this video, I'll leave a link to one of the videos I've made in Guarne, or the live stream I recently did in Guarne during this year 2022, so you can get an idea if you want to visit the town. So I'm going to leave even the bus schedule that is normal Monday through Sunday. I think only on holidays it might shift a little bit, but I'll find out if I remember. And then if you want to go back to Medellin by bus, it's going to cost you another 4,500 if you walk all the way back down to the highway. And so you're looking at no more than $3.50 round trip public transportation, because you'll only be taking one bus back. Now, this is a marker. You're going to see these houses on the right after walking up from the school, after a good 8 minutes walking, 10 depending on your pace, or 5. And I'm going to keep it going. This is a long video, kind of like, what's his name? Harold Balder, Witty Travels' favorite travel vlogger in the world. Witty Travels. Look them up on YouTube. And there are many other YouTubers that I know of. I follow Witty Travels. I follow Benjamin Jenks, an American in India. It's getting a little windy, so I don't know how much wind is affecting this right now, but I got the wind mic in my kangaroo pouch, or my fanny pack, whatever they call it. So you come up to this, oh, it made these two cement pillars recently. Now, if you're walking up this way and you want to get some ice cream, Venta de Cremas, there's a house right around this curve, and it says Venta de Cremas right there where the orange, yellowish looking one is, right? Next to it is the white one, and that lady sells for 25 cents a pop ice cream, homemade ice cream. And we're going to El Morrón, so you see the sign right here with the hiker. We're going up this way, so you can pass through. You just go through one of the things like I'm going to do right now. Tutun. We just went through it. Traveling Eddie style. Eddie. That's me. My real name is Edwin, but I prefer people to call me Eddie. Let's keep going up. Heck, I do recommend You come with a small day backpack. Bring yourself a bottle of water, maybe a bottle of electrolytes in case you need it, you know, for rehydration. A couple of snacks, you know, a couple of bananas. I mean, I got one banana with me because I had breakfast like an hour ago, so I'm still full, but not full to the point that I can't hike. My digestive system, my metabolism moves quickly, and it's a good hike. It's just beautiful, and it's safety. The question about safety, is Colombia safe? Is any place safe in the world? There's no place safe in the world in terms of cities or towns, but there's that degree of criminality. On this hike, I've never heard of anyone getting robbed around here, so go ahead, go for it. Do it. It's safe. I've done it 5 times already. Take a look at this view so far. Beautiful. I'm using my smartphone with a gimbal, with a DJI Osmo 3 gimbal that I bought in Cancun last year, and I got it on sale. That down there is the town of Guarne. Let me zoom in a little bit with my smartphone. Not the best in the world, but hey, it does the trick for most things. So that way you see the buildings and all that. That's the urban area of the town of Guarne. We're 30 minutes away from Medellin in terms of the limits with Copacabana, Medellin. Now I said that I'm using my smartphone. I have a GoPro, but it's a GoPro 5. And I found an adapter that people come up with ideas here in Colombia to move around things that normally don't exist. Because I thought I was going to have to buy a gimbal for the GoPro itself, for action camera. But I bought this thing, but sometimes it has a little swivel. And it may be a little shake. Like I was making a video about dating in Colombia, about what women want. Look for that here on YouTube before or after this video. Or whatever, I'll leave it in the description box, the link to it. And maybe as a recommended video at the end. But I'm looking to the possibility of buying a GoPro 10 before I go out to India in December. It's just that I'm an English language teacher and I work with Colombian students, not American students, or not students in the US or Canada that want to learn English in terms of foreigners living there, immigrants. I'm working with people here. So I don't make a US salary, I make a Colombian peso salary. I don't make a US dollar salary, so the new GoPro 10 is the best one out in the market with the stabilizer and everything. And the GoPro 5 doesn't have that. And you might be asking yourself, hey, how did you come out? For those of you who know me, I thought you're taking care of your mom with her recovery and everything. Hey, right now, during this time that I'm making this vlog and everything, my brother and his family came over for a 2-week vacation to see our mom and for the kids to see their grandma. So I was given this reprieve, like a 2-week furlough, to come to my dad's country house because he also came back from Canada after living there for 52 years. He retired. So I'm keeping him company at the country house I used to live in, where that's his. So I'm doing this today. That's why. Until my mother is fully recovered, gets back her leg mobility, with all the rehab we're doing, therapy, and all the other stuff with the doctors. So that's the story behind why this is happening, why I'm able to make some vlogs right now. So I'm gonna make as many as I can and post them up every week or every 2 weeks on Mondays. Let's see what kind of view we get from here. Some cloud covers rolling in. We never know. Bring an umbrella or raincoat with you, you know, a windbreaker, jumper, whatever they call it in your part of the world. And here we are, that's Guarne. And in the distance is Rio Negro. And in the distance that way is Marinilla. And then left of Marinilla going down another 30 minutes is Guatapé. Guatapé is about an hour and a half from Medellin to 2 hours, depending on traffic, right, Eva? Yeah, I got water free for later on. Let's keep going. So as we're walking up, I'm going to tell you the story of how this t-shirt came to be. This is a Jagannath, Lord Jagannath t-shirt. For those of you who are familiar with Hinduism, he's one of the most famous forms of seeing God, or providence, divine providence, or the universal soul or spirit, whatever you want to call it in your part of the world. And was given to me by a friend Diana, when she, her husband, and 2 kids were visiting Italy. They were in Firenze, Italy, like back in, I think it was 2012, 2011, I don't know, 2013, 2014. And at that time, she knew that I was very, just becoming really interested in Hinduism and all of that. And I was doing bhakti yoga, the yoga of love, as long as it's not contaminated by fanatics or extremists or abusers or, cheaters, fakes. And she gave it to me. And I'm wearing it today because it's an old t-shirt and I have it at the country house here. Now remember, stay on the main road here, guys. Take a pause from that story about how this t-shirt came to be. A little storytelling in between. Don't go left. If you want to go left, do it after you come back down. If you come up this way that we're coming up, or if you're coming from Copacabana, then you could go right. It leads to another road or something that takes you down to the highway through another road, through another village called Batea Seca. Batea, B-A-T-E-A, and then Seca, S-E-C-A. So here the sign tells us to keep going Morrón on the right, on this main road that we're going up. So she was there in Firenze at one of the town squares, or the town square of Firenze, or one of the parks, and there were some bhakti yogis, more commonly worldwide known as the Hare Krishnas, and they were doing their Harinam Sankirtan, going out and chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and also offering, literature, spiritual literature from the bhakti yoga point of view, and selling vegetarian cakes and vegetarian food. And they dress up in their dhotis and kurtas. The men and the women dress up in their saris. The Western bhakti yogis, and once in a while an Indian from India. But everybody that does bhakti yoga is considered a Hindu, as part of Hinduism. It's not a religion, it's just a bunch of different paths about spirituality. So I'm telling you the story. This is not a spiritual hike. This is not a pilgrimage hike. I'm just telling you the story behind this tea, so I have something to tell you in between, not to repeat my other stories that I may have told you guys in the past for those who have been following me. So it tells you, Morrón, keep going right. Don't veer off left. That's the road less traveled. So who knows where that takes you. But we're going up this way on the main rocky road here, because it's got a lot of rocks and loose gravel. Now we start getting a little bit of a view towards the Valley of Aburra, Copacabana, and Medellin, and Bello. And you can hear the highway vehicles because the highway runs down through here. So these guys were out there preaching the Hare Krishnas, and my friend remembered me with the few years I had already begun to do meditation and yoga and practicing some bhakti yoga. Let's see if we could see. Because of the contamination, the smog is not clear. I can see it, but it's not clear enough. Let's keep going this way. It's a long video. I hope you guys are enjoying the view, the mountains, the walk, the story. And remember to give this video a like down below. Leave comments. The like helps the video get out to more people. Only if you like it. If you don't, then don't give it a like. I just want real feedback, real results, not anything just because you feel sorry or whatever. Because the thing about that is, it really shows. And the longer you stay on the videos, the more you like it. And if you watch the whole vlog straight through, or by parts, because of your time constraints, it means you like it. And that benefits the channel, me, because this channel is monetized. I'm making very little money on it because that's just the way it is right now. But I have this project, this plan, this visualization using the Kubera Mudra. You want to learn about these things, about Kubera Mudra and whatever, I've got a channel called Spiritual Eddie, spelled E-D-D-Y, because sometimes I post things in Spanish, sometimes in English, about spiritual life, but that's just about that channel. So This channel I plan to grow it big time out here in Colombia, because I'm just not about the Americas. I'm in love with the Asian continent, especially India. Incredible India. Bharat, as they call it in some places in India in terms of the pronunciation. And I'm going back in December, and I'm staying in Asia, mostly India, 6 months at a time and 2 months out, because of the travel visa restrictions that you have to leave for 60 days upon completing, or right before completing the 180 days. And then those 60 days, every time I gotta leave for those 60 days, I'm gonna be going to places like Nepal, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, those places, Indonesia, Philippines, throughout the years, to explore them too, and then go back to India. My PhD, my love, my master's degree, whatever you want to call it, is India. And that's where I expect this channel, plus my other one in Spanish about traveling and vegetarian food vlogs, to really grow. Because I'm going to put up videos as often as possible, but only one per day. And live streams, I'll be doing 1 or 2 or 3 per week, depending on my work schedule and where I am, plus the signal strength and all that. And I am going to visit all 27 or 28 union states in India. That you guys already know. For those of you who have been following me, like Humberto Contreras from Mexico, or Jalisco, Guadalajara Travel. He's got his channel, American, or Witty Travels, Ken TV, MU Swenstrud, Yadav G. Well, Yadav doesn't have a channel on YouTube, but anyhow. And these are the YouTubers that have been following me. Fin Del Mundo from New Zealand. So, yeah, that's the story behind the t-shirt, plus the India story, how I plan to really grow this channel a lot. Colombia's awesome. I've lived here for a total of 24 years now. Right, Eva? Right? Cousin Eddie has lived here for 24 years. Well, Eva's only like 6 years old. So she says, I can only attest to 6. Stay left. The sign is right there. Don't go right. Stay left. If you're coming from the Guarne side of the Medellin-Bogota highway, not from the Copacabana. The sign is right there, Morrón. Not moron. It doesn't say moron. It says Morrón. In Spanish, we say Morrón. And just in case some of y'all don't know, I am Colombian American. That means I was born in the good old United States of America. I was raised there until the age of 23. My parents, my mom and dad, are Colombian, but they lived in the U.S. and in Canada. My dad in Canada and all that. And so my brother and I were born and raised in the U.S. I'm 50 now, and 24 of my 50 years I've spent here in Colombia as an adult, and I've loved it. But some of you might be asking, so why don't you just travel around Colombia for a year or two and show us Colombia? And I'd say, no way, Jose. I'm not interested. It's not what gets my juices flowing. It's not what motivates me or makes me do like Jerry Lee Lewis. Oh, you gotta shake, rattle and roll, or shake, rattle and roll. That's not what gets it going for me. It's Asia and all those different cultures, languages, the beautiful people, the hospitality, how friendly they are with people they don't even know, never even met for the first time, and whatever, like I experienced in 2019. You want to see some videos about India that I made before I was a YouTuber? There's a playlist right there on my homepage, YouTube homepage. And they're makeshift videos because I made them with my Samsung Galaxy camera. I didn't have a gimbal at that time. I was not a YouTuber. It was just things, pictures and videos, short clips I was making to keep as memories. I never ever knew at that time, had no knowledge that YouTube, to have your own channel, was possible. Much less did I know that you could get a channel monetized. I had no knowledge of that. I only found out about that in 2020 during the 6-month lockdown worldwide for many countries, for all countries, because I started following Benjamin Jenks, American in India. He's been there for more than 3 years now. Check out his stuff. He does a Monday upload. I'll leave his link or channel link, whatever, in the description box. Same thing with Gabriel Traveler. He's the first ever travel vlogger I ever knew about, but I didn't know he was a travel vlogger. And I remember when I was doing the research about going to India in 2018, because I went in February and I stayed there February and March, 48 days in India, basically North India, Mumbai, Bhubaneswar, Puri, Varanasi, Bodh Gaya. Even though I think Mumbai is not considered North India, it might be more like Central India or whatever they call it, that zone in terms of North, South, East, West, or West India, not West Indies. And I remember Gabriel Traveler from San Francisco, California, though he was born in Canada, but he was raised in San Francisco. Outside of San Francisco, out in the forest, in a log cabin or country house with his brother, younger brother and whatever. So anyhow, Gabriel Traveler was the first dude that I ever really checked out a video about India, because all the videos I had seen to that point were documentaries about India, but spiritual documentaries, because my trip, now you're going to continue going this way. I hope you've been following the track. Now it turns into this little path. And I had just been watching spiritual documentaries about India. I was not really interested in the regular tourism like Taj Mahal, and I didn't go to the Taj Mahal. And when I was in Mumbai, I didn't go to all those touristy places. I only went really to the Gateway of India and the Taj Mahal Royal Palace Hotel the first day I got there, because I couldn't check in. Whoa, check this out. Couldn't check into my Airbnb. It's a kind of a hazy day. Some cloud cover over here, but look, that's Bejo over there. That's not Medellin. Medellin is over the ridge a little bit that way, but all that right there is Bejo. And down here, right here is Copacabana, another township. So let's keep going. I'm trying to keep my phone in the shade, because the smartphone, just like a GoPro or an Insta360, if you leave it in the sun too long, it overheats. And the sun here can be quite hot, even though it's cool up here in the mountains, but you still break a sweat. Look at my face. I'm already sweating a couple of bullets here. Now trying to pinpoint my accent. I was raised in South Carolina. I was born in New York City, in Queens, Elmhurst. But I grew up in South Carolina. I lived there for 8 years, almost 9 years as a kid, until about the age of 12. I was 3 months shy of 12 when we moved up from South Carolina to New York City. The other time before South Carolina, from the time I was born, basically a month after I was born, to about 3.5 years old, we lived in Rhode Island and in Massachusetts. My brother was born out in Rhode Island. And then, South Carolina, then we moved up to New York in 1984. It was January. My birthday is in May. So we moved up like around mid-January or something like that. So it was about 3 months shy of my 12th birthday. I spent 7 years in New York City as a teenager, 12 to 19, 7 years plus. And then I picked up on the Yankee accent, but I rarely use it except if I'm talking to my brother or somebody from New York, or that New York sarcasm, New York City spirit comes out. Then I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Come on, man, get out of here. How many times I gotta tell you? Hey, yo, Vinny, what are you doing, Vinny? Let's go get ourselves an Italian slice of Sicilian and an Italian icy. What do you think? A nice meatball hero, but for me, vegetarian style. I don't know. Can't force it too much. It's mostly the southern accent that prevails. But when I'm teaching English, because I'm an English language teacher, that's how I make my money. A few of you once in the blue moon have asked, how do I fund my travels? Like when I was in Mexico last year for almost 6 months and everything. All my work now is online. I'm an English language teacher. Been that for basically 24 years. Almost 24 years, and 24 years now. And everything because of this whole worldwide pandemic. My work went online, and that was a blessing in disguise, because I thought it was a nightmare having to work off the computer, because I love getting around and seeing people in person. But then it gave me a blessing that I didn't expect, and I was able to go out and travel through Mexico, and I was going to stay there for a year. But last year, long story short, my work, just my hours, because I'm an independent worker, independent language teacher, teaching English. I get paid by the hour. Hours I teach, hours I get paid for. Hours I don't teach is hours I don't get paid for. So it all hinges on that. And I started losing work in July and August, September. People started leaving for whatever reasons they had, economic, time constraints, whatever, financial. Not interested in learning English anymore. Whatever. Beautiful. Oh, there goes my friend George Poggi. We caught up to George. My goodness, and he's on a bike. I thought he would have been long gone by now. And he's a mountain biker. I just couldn't do it today because I got to go back and teach a class at 1 p.m. I got to honor my schedule. Let me pause this for a moment. I can't pause it. I got to show you what the view looks like. I got to show people this video view. Video killed the radio star. 80s classic. Early 80s. So what do you think about this? Like it?
I like it a lot.
Good. And did you pedal all the way up, or did you have to walk half the way?
No way.
You pedal it all the way up to the path here. You're very tired? Got your juices flowing? Excellent. So you see Bejo down there, George. Bejo is over there in the distance. Bejo, and then Copacabana this way. And this is the Medellin-Bogota highway. There you see this right here going like that. That's the Medellin-Bogota highway. And all those white trees, you know that, the white tops, those are jarumos. And some country houses along the way, some land. And there's another roadway over there on that side that goes down into, oh no, it's further over. And it keeps going to Santo Domingo Savio, part of Medellin, over that other mountain ridge over there. You can see Medellin from that part if you want to walk that way. RV Park is over there in that area, the RV Park. Yeah. Over there by that mountain ridge. Over there. By that mountain ridge, RV Park is somewhere over there. Over there. That mountain ridge you see?
Yeah.
La Cordillera? Yeah.
What road is that?
That's the Medellin-Bogota highway. Right here. This is the Medellin-Bogota highway down here below. And that road over there is just a rural road. Rural road. Yeah. And the view from up here, and especially on a beautiful sunny day, is even better. My friend Georgia here loves to ride in style. He's got a, which one is this one? The KTM? The KTM mountain bike. It's a really darn good bike. I've used it many times. That's the one I normally have used, right?
Yeah.
Because Jojo here, he's got another one, but he's got a Huffy. He likes to be riding like in low profile. A Huffy. I'm just kidding. No, he's got another good bike. He likes to ride in class. Not classless, but in class. This is one of my longest videos I'm making right now because it's a hike. They go in front of you because you're tired. Poor kid. He's huffing and puffing. He didn't have his breakfast this morning. He's doing a fast. Un ayuno. Yeah, you doing a fast? What? It is a beautiful view, but if you guys don't watch your step and you roll down this way, you'll roll down to your death. It won't be shaking, rattling, and rolling. It'll be just rolling to your death. Broken bones all the way. So you really gotta watch your step here on a mountain bike or walking. Just look at how beautiful it is. I mean, guys, does this deserve a like for this video or not? Do I deserve a thumbs up too as your host with the most? And we're gonna go up this thing right here. I've done this. This is probably the 6th time I've done this hike. I made another video, but way back like 2 years ago. But at that time, it was just the camera, not even with a GoPro, but there was no gimbal. I'm using the gimbal now, so this is just a smooth hike up. So thanks to, I forgot his name, James Brown. I remember James Brown, a dude on YouTube. He doesn't follow me anymore, but he was following me last year until I got to Cancun and maybe Playa del Carmen. And I remember when I was in Bogota, he made a recommendation. He said, yo, Eddie, a comment. in the during the live chat, because I do live streams when I get a chance, usually on the weekend. And he said, Eddie, not for nothing, but the camera's very bouncy. It gets us dizzy. Man, if you can get yourself a gimbal or a good smart camera with a good stabilizer and everything, man, get it. It'll help your channel grow better, because the people will stay on longer with your live streams and your videos, pre-recorded videos and everything. Here comes George with his mountain bike. And that was a good comment. I got a little angry at the beginning. In those days, I was just coming out of a mental bout, a mental fight with myself, because the lockdown and everything and some of the stuff. And then I really thanked the guy, and I went out in Cancun. I had the money. I went to a mall called Las Americas Shopping Center there in Cancun, and they have a store there called Liverpool. That's a chain of stores in Mexico. I don't know if it's worldwide, but in Mexico, look at this beautiful view. Wow. The day has really cooperated, because yesterday just rained all day. It rained on and off like 8 times. We cannot go out. I was planning to do this yesterday maybe, or go to La Ceja. Medellin is over that mountain ridge right here, this ridge right here. Not the one in the distance, but this one right here. But this is Bello. Bello is another city. It's not Medellin. And if you want to go paragliding, right up there, but you go to the San Felix bus route, and you get off and you ask him where is the parapente place, the paragliding place. It's right over there. And it's a beautiful view of Bello from up there. And that way I have a video of doing mountain biking with George, the dude that's coming up this way, over there in Entre Rios. Is all the way that way, like an hour and a half by bus or by car. And we went there like back in early April or late March, and we did a nice mountain biking video there. Check it out. Entre Rios, mountain biking and all that. So that's Bello. And then Copacabana is right down here. And Medellin, you start to see part of Medellin right over there. But you won't really see downtown Medellin or Poblado from here, because the Poblado and all of that is on this side. On this side of the, I mean, not on this side of the ridge, on the other side of the ridge, but further that way. Oh, I'm going to be doing things like this in the Himalayas, in the state of Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, and maybe even in Kashmir when I'm there next year. You know, I'm working hard, I'm saving money. I already started buying some dollars for my dad, who arrived 3 days ago. I'm going to buy some dollars from my brother too. I want to be able to take at least a good 1,500, I hope, in cash. $100 bill, y'all. Dead president. Dollar bill, y'all, like Method Man. Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Hit the money, dollar. Anyway. Eva, how do you feel, baby girl? She's come with me every time I've come up here. My baby girl, I'll give you some water. I got my water bottle here for us both. And look at the country houses down here. Let's zoom in. That's Copacabana. That down there is part of Copacabana, but the rural area of little country houses, but they're all pretty close together. And you hear a bus or a truck honking its horn, because, like I said, that's the Medellin-Bogota highway right there. And we're right above the tunnel, short tunnel, the old tunnel here. Well, I feel like Harold Balder when he was doing these travel vlogs in Nepal this year. When he stopped doing travel vlogs, somebody told me, I don't know if this is true, Harold Balder, the dude that made Balden bankrupt, consider being a travel vlogger for YouTube, on YouTube. And that's why Balden bankrupt became very famous, because this guy got him into the game, gave him the initial push, do it. And they traveled together for a few times already. And even with Simon Wilson, another travel vlogger guy from England. Balden bankrupt is from England, and Harold Balder is from Norway. And I like his stuff, but he decided not to do any more videos for now, any vlogs, because of the ongoing war. You guys know what I mean? And he said, that's what I heard. I didn't hear him say it from the horse's mouth. So here we have a cross here representing Catholicism. And it says Dios. Dios is God, but let's look at it from the right side. And I just got to be careful that I don't go backwards and fall and end my existence in this world, which I'm not planning to do anytime soon. Not even ever. I'll just let it happen naturally in Varanasi or in India somewhere when I'm old and gray, or wherever I am. So here is the highway right below us, And well, I'm getting the shakes already, just getting too close to this darn ledge. I mean, if you fall over this thing, it's game over. It's done. I'm getting the nervousness. So it's one of the few fears I have, a fear of heights. And it is a beautiful view. It is a beautiful view. Check it out. Wow, we're going 40 minutes already. So let's look at Copacabana, the town, from over here. So, I mean, this has been 40 minutes, but the walk is longer than 40 minutes because I paused it. Okay, that's the town of Copacabana right there. Let me zoom in a little bit because if my thing allows it. Because right there, you know you're looking at Copacabana because those industrial buildings there, that's ASEB. ASEB is a company that manufactures refrigerators, washing machines, and other home appliances, kitchen appliances. ASEB. I think even washing machines, they have washing machines, refrigerators, ovens, whatever. And Copacabana is right here. And we can maybe even close in on the church tower right there. Maybe you can see it a little bit. I guess it's not the best camera in the world, but it does the trick for now. Right there is the tower right there, the church tower, and that's Copacabana right down there below. Now, if you guys ever want me to really get a camera fast and everything, a good GoPro camera, GoPro 10, if you want to, just spread the word. Share this on WhatsApp with all your friends. The link to my channel. Tell them what you think of me. If you really like me, help us grow on YouTube. That's all I'm saying. If you want me to invest in a better camera soon, because if not, I just gotta wait. First things first, I gotta make the money to get my multiple 5-year or 10-year multiple entry tourist visa to India. And the 5-year one costs like $200, and that might seem like nothing to you guys if you're living in the States, England, or Canada, because you're making US dollars, Canadian dollars, or British pounds. I'm making Colombian pesos. We don't make as much money. I make about $1,200 a month, 9 months out of the year. The other 3 months I make very little to nothing, so I got to spread out that money. And I work a lot, but I work with Colombian clients, students, as an English language teacher online. Now, if I were living in the States and doing this, I would be charging like $50 for a private class, or $40. Now here's like $15 an hour, and I'm thankful for what I make and everything. But in terms of being able to do a lot of things with it, not that way. It doesn't work that way. Like it works for other people from other countries in general that are making their money and all that. Buenos, ¿cómo están? Muy bien, gracias. All is good. Just making a video here for YouTube. A nice little hike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just don't point the camera at you guys or whatever because I know some people like their privacy and don't want to be on camera and all that.
Okay.
Yeah? Oh, you guys speak good English. Where did you pick up your English?
Oh,
Different places.
yes, I'm living in Miami.
Oh, I can see by the Miami Heat tee
Yeah,
or the jersey.
yeah. I'm from Venezuela, but I live in Miami 7 years.
7 years in Miami.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
really good.
And what are your names?
Mauricio.
Catalina.
Mauricio and Catalina. Nice to meet you. My name is Edwin.
Nice to meet you too.
But people call me Eddie.
What are you doing here? Is traveling or something?
Well, long story short, my mom and dad are from here,
Okay.
but I was born and raised in the U.S. I was born in New York, but I was raised in South Carolina.
Oh.
I don't know if you've been around there.
Yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm from South Carolina. It's more beautiful than North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I always got a different feeling about North Carolina. And I lived there until I was 23 years old, and then I moved over here because my folks are from here.
Yeah.
They're Paisas, but they were still living there. My dad just came back after 52 years in Canada. He
Okay.
moved back to Colombia here just 3 days ago. He's got a country house here, and that's where I'm staying with him
Oh,
here in
really?
Guarne. And my mom lives,
Warner.
yeah, here in
Ah,
Guarne,
Guarne.
here,
Warner está acá atrás.
yeah,
sí.
right here, right behind us. And Catalina, you're also from Venezuela?
No, I'm from here.
Oh,
I'm
from
Paisa.
here. Paisa, okay, then, Paisa. I'm a gringo Paisa.
Gringo paisa.
I'm a gringo Paisa, and I just love doing things for YouTube. And so you're visiting here. You're living in Miami, but you're visiting
No,
here.
I live now.
Oh, you've been here for how long now?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you lived in Miami for 7 years.
Yes.
Now here for 2 years.
Right now, yes.
And Catalina's always been here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm born here, grown here.
born and raised.
Yeah, born and raised here.
Okay, cool.
Paisa.
Paisa all the way.
Paisa que la arepa.
Más que paisa que la arepa. Yeah, así le dice la gente de aquí. Más paisa que la arepa y nacen con el mango o con la arepa bajo el brazo, algo así. He escuchado algo así.
Hasta allá no llego yo.
I've heard that a couple of times. Yeah, I just love traveling. I mean, I was in Mexico for 6 months last year,
Yeah.
and traveling and working online, doing my teaching, and then doing videos for YouTube. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, these guys are telling me 3 hours it took them to come up from Copacabana, from all the way from down there from the town, and coming up all the way that path you see. Let me, and you see that, like those little buildings, white buildings that come up, and then there's a electrical tower right there, like a cell phone tower, and you got that little path coming up right here, and they come up all the way this way, and it took them 3 hours to get up here. So if you really want a nice hike from that way, it's going to take about 3 hours to get up here. Okay, Mauricio and Catalina Mauricio I just met, but I didn't put them on camera because I just wanted to respect their privacy, but cool people. Mauricio is from Venezuela, been living in Colombia for 2 years now, and Catalina is a paisa, but I didn't put them on camera because I respect people's privacy, and that's a good thing, and we're cool people. We were talking, shooting the breeze for like 10 to 15 minutes, and they want to go to Nepal. Awesome. I said, if we can meet up there and everything, that would be awesome, you know. And we got a new subscriber. She wanted to subscribe to the channel, so Catalina, thanks a lot for subscribing if you're watching this anytime down the line. Thank you. She spies all the way, so just wanted to show you this other part here before finishing off this long video, this long hike. So all of this is Copacabana down here. All this is Copacabana, and this is the route they just came up, and they said 3 hours. And then if you go over that mountain ridge right here, then you got Girardota and Barbosa in the distance. 2 other towns further down that way. And this is beautiful. What do you guys think? Check it out. Is it not beautiful? And Entre Rios and San Felix, no, not San Felix, San Pedro, the town of San Pedro, and San Felix are on the other side of that. And there's even a video I made in San Felix many years ago, maybe 2 years ago when I first started this channel. I think it's somewhere in there, I don't know. Maybe you guys will find it, maybe you want to, I have no idea. So this is a beautiful thing, and that's the Medellin-Bogota highway right there going down towards Medellin. Medellin's that way. So we're going to go back up this way. And Eva, it's a beautiful day, so I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care, guys. Stay blessed. Support your local YouTubers if you like us by giving likes and recommending us to other friends and everything on Instagram, on whatever, Twitch or Twitter or WhatsApp, or I don't know, just as the way you can help us grow. And this guy, Mauricio, said that the hike from here, he's done it before. Now he's going with his girlfriend Catalina. I can't say girlfriend, I don't know if they're a couple or whatever. That's BS on my part. Sorry. Them two, they're together doing this hike. He says it's 2 more hours from here to the RV park. And right after they pass the cross over here, the cross I showed you, there's going to be a road or path going that way. And you get to that road. And then if you start walking down after the part where they have a bunch of dogs, I don't know if they still have that shelter for dogs. You start walking down that rural road over there, and you see some machinery that excavates the mountain for rock and whatever. And keep walking down that old dirt road that goes down into the city of Medellin. There's going to be a path that takes you to RV Park, and it's 2 hours from this point. So I'll let you go with this. It's been a beautiful hike. Stay tuned for more. I'll leave everything in the description box. And this is a nasty little fall that you do not want to be part of, so be careful and have good appropriate hiking shoes, and bring snacks, plenty of water and a Gatorade or electrolyte kind of thing, Pedialyte, and a sandwich and something to eat, because it's going to be a good 5-hour walk. If you begin in Copacabana by the church over there and come up with this way, it's going to be 5 hours total if you're going to go all the way to the RV park. And then when you get to the RV park, they have restaurants there, and then you can take the cable car down to the metro if you don't want to walk anymore. But you got to do that before 6 p.m. because they close it up at 6 p.m. The cable car that takes you down to the metro line. And you got to pay 2 different fares. One for the cable car, and the next one for the other cable car that takes you to the metro and integrated with the metro. Bye-bye, y'all. See you when ooh, what the hell is this? I had not seen this hole before here. Looks like somebody dug something out. I don't know what the hell it is, but that's a hole. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! This video is going to blow up like a supernova in a good way. Fire in the hole. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.